No dropped frames. You're live. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Now, let's see here. Still no dropped frames. I'm on LTE, so I'm not going to be affecting this. Live now. Okay. So it's kind of shitty quality because my camera sucks, but yeah, still no drop frames there. But it's working. No drop frames. There's audio. You can kind of see what's happening. Let's see what it looks like with a good camera.
Okay, and this is using...
This is using Wi-Fi
Okay.
at 1,000 kilobits per second.
So now we want to...
Like, just pull the camera out, and then also pull the Raspberry Pi out with its little box, the red box. Thank you. I mean, this doesn't go in there.
You're like, shit, we don't have the right...
Charged this whole last night. This is kind of low on battery. Okay. And we should just be able to change this live to the other device. Yes. Holy cow, that smoothing is... I don't know. Messing with my head. Is that really... Oh, I see. It's blown up way bigger than it's supposed to be. That's why it looks a little grainy. Okay, so that looks pretty clear. That's the signal we're getting directly from the camera.
Okay.
It's a little noisy because the lighting in here isn't great, but...
Right.
And then the video we're getting through compression and the internet. We still haven't dropped any frames.
Oh, are you live right now?
Yeah, on my channel. Hello? Oh, play. Looks pretty decent, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I say let's leave this running for like 15 more minutes and make sure we
Okay.
don't drop any frames at all at these settings. And let's just use your Wi-Fi.
Okay. Or Ethernet.
Or, yeah, Ethernet, I mean. We'll use Ethernet just for added stability.
Yeah.
But I think Wi-Fi would work as well if we needed
Okay.
to.
So we don't need to scout another location.
No. As long as we don't drop any frames in the next 15 minutes. But this is looking pretty stable so far. I mean, we've sent probably, I don't know, 10,000 frames already, and none of them have dropped, so. Yeah, 6 minutes. So 6 times 60 times 30, however many that is. I can't do math in my head. I'm surprised how good that looks for 1,000 kilobits. So maybe we could do this over cellular. It's just a question of, like, just like lower our setting. I don't know.
Over cellular.
I mean, like with
like,
these,
get rid of that thing.
like if we had, I mean, yeah, I'm just thinking like if we just lowered our bitrate enough so that any fluctuations in the speed of the cellular could be accounted for, and if we still got quality like this, I don't know. Something to experiment with.
But we still need this thing then?
This thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cellular data.
Right.
Does your phone do hotspot?
Yeah.
I don't know. My guess is that this thing would get more consistent service, but that's just a guess. I don't know for sure. Okay. I don't need to waste my data right now. We just need to make sure that this thing doesn't drop frames. That's the variable we're worried about here. Oh, nice catch. Let me go play with that dog some more.
And there's no way to test the hotspot right now.
We can do that. We could do that right now if we wanted to.
Could we? Right now?
Well, yeah. I kind of want to like
Let
test the
this run.
Wi-Fi for a little longer,
Okay.
just so we know our backup is safe.
Okay.
And then maybe I think there's probably a way to like save a profile for these settings, so
Okay.
that we know we can come back to these exact settings even if we tweak stuff.
Okay.
And this will all be being streamed live to my YouTube account, to my like dozens of followers.
Yeah, your millions of followers.
I don't how many followers do I have on YouTube? I'm probably famous by now.
Well, with these high quality streams you're putting out.
I know. 1 subscriber? Nice.
Who is it?
It's probably me. Let's take a stroll through Brian Ames' YouTube history. We've got the May 12th test stream. We've got the Haines test stream. We've got Unleash the Dragon melee flak testing.
Sick.
Overkill damage sources for blood explosion.
What? Are you? This is what you do in your spare time?
Yeah, let's just check it out.
I'm not going to be interested in this at all, I can tell. Wait, this is you live streaming playing a game?
No, not live streaming. It's just a video I uploaded. It's a game called Borderlands 2, and there's an ability in the game called Blood Explosion, which is that one down at the bottom of the tree there. That when you defeat an enemy, any damage beyond what it would have taken to kill them is calculated, and then they explode and deal that amount of damage to everyone else around them. So you can deal a huge amount of damage to a really weak enemy, and it does, and then you can multiply that damage with other things, and you can like make chains where.
And it's like sort of hard to do. So is this like a
Yeah, so this is like a theoretical
tutorial?
A theoretical test of like the maximum, like what's the highest single damage source in the game, and so there's like a certain type of rocket launcher you can get in the game where, when you reload it, instead of like putting a new magazine in there, you just like throw the launcher, and it explodes when it hits the ground. Oh yeah, so first, like the traditional way to do it is to poke someone with this gun because it does a lot of damage. For some reason.
Hey, just really quick, we don't need to be testing this outside, do we?
No, if we're doing
Ethernet.
yeah. If you're not actually interested in this, you don't have to watch
Well,
it.
I'm not super interested.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, I understand it's kind of niche, but it got 4 views, so you know.
Sick.
This was like I've got some friends online who are interested in this kind of stuff, and like someone was asking me like why I use TDR launchers rather than Melee for blood explosion. So I made a video about it. It's just kind of, and now it's being live. My explanation of it is being live streamed to my YouTube channel to my 1 subscriber.
With a great backdrop to the audio. And Dan being like...
It's literally live streaming the live stream. Let's get the...
Oh, shit! Do that again. That was nuts. Look at that. Why are there so many computers within the computer? Look at how many there are. There's like 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? What's happening?
It's kind of fun. Still no dropped frames. We've been going for 12 minutes. What we might also do is, when this is done, we can go back and check what the stream looks like on a big screen with high resolution and get a better idea of how noisy the image actually is.
Whoa. What is happening? I don't understand that at all. Why are there so many computers in there?
That is super trippy.
What's making it do that?
Well, so you've got the video signal of this thing, which is a picture of my screen going into my computer and then being displayed on the screen. So that gets showed to the camera, which then displays it again to the screen.
Also, if you want to do that, if you want to get to that Zoom clinic, we've got to leave here in like 5 minutes to be back in town.
Okay. Let's just do this.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like this is like the more important commitment to me.
I gotta go pee.
Okay.
Okay. Still no drop frames?
No. It's just that it's at 14:54. Let's call 15 minutes good.
Okay. But now you're going to be using my hotspot to watch this and...
Yeah, I just need to get the stream started.
Oh, gotcha.
And then we'll close out of this. Come on. 454 drop frames so far. Okay, so it's live. It says the connection's good. Okay, so it doesn't like that resolution, but it was working. So let's close out of that. Let this stabilize now that I'm not using the internet. We're still dropping frames.
60% of them?
Well, don't worry about the percentage because I was using the internet pretty heavily, like loading the page there, but we're still like dropping new frames every second or two. And like our kilobits per second is like hovering down around 4 to 700, 336. What's it saying? Oh, it's
That's Nathan texting me.
Okay. Yeah, this isn't going to be. I don't think this is going to be doable with that strong of a connection.
Okay.
So let's just plan on using your Wi-Fi for now, or your
Okay.
Ethernet from your router.
Okay, which sort of, yeah, I mean, it's good we're doing it here then, but it sort of sucks as far as the vision of this thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
But-
I feel awful, like, because I really thought this would work better when you were telling me about this idea. Like,
Yeah.
cellular, like, I just didn't think that the cellular would be this slow in so many places in Baker. I just never had tested it before. Like, even if we could just get like 5 megabits up. I mean, like, LTE is supposed to be like 30 megabits up all the time.